Hey everybody, welcome back to another game from Starseries Season 3. It's going to be VP up against Team Kharkiv. As always, I'm Baseskip, bringing you guys these games. Very much looking forward to this one. Kharkiv's going to be over on the Radiant side, VP going to be over on the Dire side, and Mag standing in right now for Kharkiv. So who is missing? I'm just gonna have to try and work that out. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. I should know this, honestly. Kharkiv. Where are you? Okay, so they're not on the team listing. I should. Why can't I work this out? Okay, so we've got art style Dubas. Always wanna fly. What? No, Mag is on. What am I talking about? Why is he listed as a stand-in? That's a bit strange. Anyway, gonna be getting underway with this game. So Baseskip noobing out, and I guess being tricked by Mag there. But anyway, Darkseer, the Shrak, Rubik, and Naga Siren, Lycan, and the TA band out. Invoker makes it through. Gonna be picked up by Kharkiv. The Nature's Prophet is there as well. Big AoE ultimates also making it through. So Tidehunter and the Enigma available, and Enigma going to be a little bit safer without the possibility of the Rubik there. And Invoker picked up by Kharkiv. As always, expect to see some fairly interesting drafting from Artstyle. He's always really fun to watch, and always innovating, always one of the first to sort of bring new heroes into the spotlight. So see what he chooses this game. And VP going to take Chen and the Queen of Pain, so probably going to see Queen of Pain up against that Invoker on the middle lane, and a fairly good matchup for the Quap, and also sort of deterring, I guess, maybe a QE Invoker build. Quazwex able to survive a little bit better, especially with the extra strength and the regen, but Nightstalker and Enigma now going to be picked up by Kharkiv. So great ganking for the Nightstalker. Enigma either going to be able to take that jungle or the hard lane solo in this game. So it definitely looks like Invoker maybe going to be heading towards mid. Nightstalker can, as always, take that role as well, but I'm not sure how well he would fare up against that Queen of Pain. So maybe just going to be down on the safe lane for now, or at least until that first night. So Kharkiv, all they need is really a hard support and maybe a hard lane solo if they want to put that Enigma in the jungle. And Morphling now going to be picked up by VP. And I mean, in just the very last game, they sort of picked up a hard carry in the Nakes against a fairly mid-game lineup featuring a TA, but Wagamama actually managing to sort of hard carry it out on that TA just by safe lane farming. Nightstalker, I guess not quite the same carry potential, but should be a very interesting game nonetheless. And now heading to this next round of bans, Venomancer and the Broodmother band out, so expect to see maybe another hard lane solo band by VP or a hard support. And Kharkiv are coming out of this next phase with the first pick, so probably going to be looking to grab their hard support or their long lane solo right now. So Tidehunter banned out, and VP, how are they going to be running this? Probably Queen of Pain still heading towards mid, Morphling probably taking the safe farm up on that top lane, so going to need to be joined by a hard support, and then all we're looking for is a long lane solo for them. Beastmaster is available, the Windrunner as well. And Kharkiv with the first pick coming out of this phase, so gonna have the freedom of choice there. Nature's Prophet going to be banned out, and as always, a fairly reasonable long lane solo, and always great with those ganks, using the global teleport. And with Night Stalker running around as well, it's a very scary combination, so a good ban out for VP. And Kharkiv, what's going to fit up in this lineup in terms of their hard support? The Shadow Shaman is still available if they're looking to run the Quasi-Exit Invoker. The Shadow Demon is there as well. Great setup for the Sunstrike. And with the Enigma as well, Meteor going to be able to do huge damage if they go for that QE Invoker, but AA going to be picked up right now. So is it going to be a little bit of a global strat? We've got the possibility of the Sunstrike and AA as well, so with that Ice Blast, going to be able to pick off heroes from a very long range, and AA, a good hard support to pick up against the Morphling as well. Ice Blast means that he can he can't actually gain health from the Morph Strength, so a good pickup there. And if they can land that combo with the Black Hole and the Ice Blast, going to be some really big damage potential there. And A, again, can't heal through the ultimate, so Chen, the Hand of God, and the mech sort of nullified out a little bit there. So a great pickup by Artstyle for Kharkiv right now. Not that many stuns to easily land the Cold Feet, but between the Malefice and the Void should be able to coalesce at least a few. And Beastmaster picked up by VP, so it looks like he is going to be that long lane solo. And the Roar, as always, great for cancelling off the Black Hole if Enigma is able to get up to a BKB. But Teamfight, not that bad right now for VP either. Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave, as always fantastic. Hand of God, just going to need to be timed outside of that Cold Feet, outside of that Ice Blast, sorry. But still going to be able to swing things their way. And Bounty Hunter now picked up, so it looks like that's going to be the long lane solo for Kharkiv. So Night Stalker, Enigma, and AA probably heading down towards that bottom lane. Enigma going to be in the jungle, coming in for ganks on the Beastmaster, who needs to stay well back in that lane. Probably going to see boots picked up on him straight away, maybe a set of tangos, and just going to be looking to stack up those ancients, clean them out with the axes to recover from that lane. Could see a long lane solo Queen of Pain, perhaps, but the silence from the Night Stalker going to be extremely dangerous, and Quap fairly fragile on those early levels. And last pick going to be the Shadow Demon, so good defensive disruption available for them to protect from that Ice Blast, and just going to be their hard support in general. Good kill potential with the Morphling, and Shadow Demon great kill potential with pretty much any hero, but the waveform with the Soul Catcher on top, absolutely huge nuke. And Bounty Hunter going to need to be careful, by the same token, up on the top lane. But again, we've seen Bounty Hunters just wandering around in the enemy jungle, and with the Chen there's going to be the potential for him to try and steal off 1 or 2 creeps. It makes it way more difficult to try and get those sentry wards down to spot him out, get those kills. So maybe going to do a little bit better than the Beastmaster on his hard lane, but again, his recovery mechanic is going to rely on kills through that track, while the Beastmaster just going to be hoping to stack up those ancients. And Amadeus Mozart, Boots, and the Tango already picked up, so they're going to be heading straight down, slicing down all of these trees to try and keep himself safe, and then heading back to grab some mana. And KSI heading down with those Observer Wards as well, so investing a lot to keep this Beastmaster safe down on this bottom lane, but it's going to be an extremely difficult lane for him. And so Shadow Demon and Airman on this Morphling going to be heading up towards the top lane. Oh, I guess I should run over who's playing what. So we've got NS on the Shadow Demon, we've got Airman on the Morphling, we've got Crazy on the Queen of Pain heading towards the middle lane, we've got KSI on the Chen, and we've got Amadeus Mozart on that Beastmaster, already slicing down all of those trees. So no ganks looping in from the side for at least the first 5 minutes. Over on Kharkiv, we've got Always Wanna Fly on this Ancient Apparition. We've got Artstock going to be playing the Night Stalker. Dubas on the Enigma. 4 Cloudies picked up on him, so going to be heading into the jungle. Unstop going to be on the Invoker, and currently headless, so a little bit buggy for me right now, but anyway, Quaz already picked up, so no giveaway just yet what he's heading for in terms of build. And Mag going to be on this Bounty Hunter, heading up towards that top lane. And NS just hanging out for now. Sentry Ward already down, so trying to see if there's an observer here. Going to be relying on that, on stacking and pulling, and Bounty Hunter actually maybe going to walk right past this sentry right now, so going to need to be fairly careful. I mean, damage potential from the disruption, not that much. I'm going to be able to see that NS has already used 1 sentry, now knows where it is, so trading away that little bit of health, not all that bad for him. And Amadeus Mozart getting cold feeded up down on this bottom lane, but boots of speed, going to be able to keep him alive for now, plus the great base move speed on this Beastmaster as well, 310 there. So Artstock going to be getting some good farm down on bot. Dubas going to be jungling up, so sort of equaling out the XP advantage from the Chen, but Enigma may be a little bit faster in this jungle, so it's really going to depend on how active he's being in this game as to how quickly those items are going to be coming online. And on mid, Queen of Pain up against the Invoker. Not going to have a fantastic time. It is going to depend on what build Invoker is going for, but no giveaways just yet. And I'm going to take a few more levels to see if he's going for Quaswex or going for Quas Exhort. And Cold Step now on the Queen of Pain, down at about half health and getting harassed back fairly well, so good pickup in terms of the lane control there for Unstop, and neither of them getting better control of the high ground just yet. Crazy going to be able to pull the wave back a little bit right now, but Unstop's right up to the high ground, eats the dagger, but Quas regen going to be fine to keep him up. And Amadeus Mozart now finally going to spot out this Observer Ward, so able to pick it up. Not quite going to be able to get out before that next spawn, maybe. It's going to be close. Boots of speed, maybe going to get him out of range just in time. And going to spot out the 2-minute rune as well, so Invis down there. And Crazy almost up to the bottle, but Amadeus Mozart just going to pick up that Invis and head back down towards the bottom lane. Maybe going to be able to use it just to passively sit and grab some XP. So good opportunity for him there. And Mag up on top, already up to level 3 as well. NS now stacking and pulling off to the side, but Mag again just going to be able to wander through the jungle and sneak little bits of XP in here and there. So, and it's going to take more sentry wards dedicated by NS. Mag going to spot out that sentry placed down, and now going to be stunned by the Centaur disruption on him just at the very edge of that sentry ward's range. Walking out now, so knows where that is down, and you're gonna spot that KSI has a smoke up as well. Now just hanging out, needs to get back into that Shadow Walk, however. So just jumping in there for now, but no more detection left over on VP, and that very first sentry ward now going down. So gonna have to get some more ferried out in a second. And Amadeus Mozart now just hiding in the trees and getting a little bit of XP, but Kharkiv still just denying away. And always want to fly. Gonna get right clicked a little bit by Amadeus Mozart. Gonna outrange the rest of that cold feet, so not gonna coalesce. And sentry ward down. Gonna spot out this observer here. So great pickup for him. Gonna get this stack off as well. So well on his way to doing well on this. Well on his way to doing well down this hard lane. And already recovery mechanic coming up, and Kharkiv probably not going to be trying to block that off one more time. Up on top, VP, few heroes formed up. Bazzi now picked up on KSI, so maybe going to going for this early tier 1, and Mag camping out the 4-minute rune, so going to find that DD, denying it from Crazy, who desperately wanted that on mid. Again, first blood found by Always Want to Fly on that Beastmaster. And not sure how that happened. It looks like it was just Always Want to Fly. Did anyone else use anything? Malefic's stun off cooldown. Only 15 seconds, so not sure quite how that happened. But VP now going for this push up on top lane. Fortification going to pop off, and Mag not going to risk anything. Conceded that sentry ward is down, so not going to go for the deny. So tier 1 tower going to be picked up by VP, sort of equaling out that first blood. And down on bot, Amadeus Mozart, 1 stack up for him, so VP probably going to continue to push, and we'll see if there's any reaction from Kharkiv right now. Dubas up to level 6, so that black hole is available, and Mag just hiding off in the trees right now. And on mid, what is Unstop going for? So it looks like it is going to be a Quaswex Invoker. Gives him much better control of this middle lane, and Crazy needs to be fairly careful. Cold Snap going to be off cooldown in just a second. And TP support now going to come in. Dubas wrapping around from the back, and that's going to be sent back to base, but it's a very long time for that to go off. Dubas now going to pop the black hole onto Airman, has the waveform available to get out, but KSI almost picked up, now going down, and Artstyle going down as well to that waveform. Dubas able to retreat for now, and Unstop just going to follow him, keep him safe, but no, God, what am I thinking? Bounty Hunter over on the head on the enemy team, and Amadeus Mozart in trouble down on bot. Cold Feet not quite going to coalesce, and actually opting to pick up some mana boots right now. So not going for the Soul Ring, and a little bit more move speed for him, so going to help with that Cold Feet. Crazy now just waiting in the wings with that illusion, and always want to flag it. Need to be extremely careful. Probably going to be picked off here, and moves into the side, but not enough money for a TP, so just going to do as much damage as he possibly can, and that's forced to retreat off, but blocked in by these illusions. So Crazy going to be able to pick up that kill, and not showing up in my log for some reason. I've been having that glitch a little bit recently. Artstyle now in this first night, Urn not quite finished up, treads up on him, and going to extend it as well, so fairly good hunting time for him. Unstop on mid, finish up those phase boots, but nobody on this map really ridiculously farmed. We're only 6.5 minutes in, and Artstyle just hunting those illusions for now. And NS not quite going to stop that pull. Nope, so it is going to stack up. And Amadeus Mozart, I'm going to be happy with that. Mana Boots picked up as well. Another hero TPing down towards this bot lane, and looks like they want to go for the tier 1 push down here as well. Mag getting a little bit of farm now that tier 1 has fallen up on top, and that is sort of the trade that you make, securing that gold from that early tier 1 tower. But VP going to go for a push. Maybe Kharkiv just going to go for the counter push on mid. 2 Ursa warriors here to slow that down, but Stomp only available on one of them. And going to move forward right now. Stomp down, but one of them going to fall, and the other one on the retreat from these Eidolons. VP pushing down on this bottom lane, and going to be able to pick up this tier 1. No contest from Kharkiv, and Mag just roaming down there for now. And KSI in a little bit of trouble, but TCP support going to come in from Amadeus Mozart. Gets that first rank of the Quillbore up. Artstyle now maybe in a little bit of trouble with the oh god, the Ice Blast going to land perfectly, finishing off Amadeus Mozart there. And getting a bit tongue-tied in the middle of that. Sorry, guys. Crazy going to come in from the side, and the Sonic Wave going to pop Mag. TP support coming in as well, but Kharkiv now on the retreat. Wex Invoker extremely fast. Artstyle as well. Night Stalker at night, getting that bonus move speed, and DD on Crazy going to be dispelled by the Tornado from the Invoker. So Kharkiv kill for kill, and not picking up a tower, so Virtus Pro probably coming off a little bit better from that trade, but a perfectly landed Ice Blast on Amadeus Mozart there, and gonna get one more stack off here in just a minute, so some good XP and gold waiting for him. Airman picked up some treads and the Ring of Health as well, so maybe gonna be heading towards that Lincoln Sphere this game. I'm definitely gonna need the HP. Ice Blast gonna fly up towards top, and Mag moving into position as well. And Airman just gonna be clipped by that, and the Janata as well can't really morph strength. Shuriken Toss gonna fly through. Is the last tick going to do it? No, needs to get down to 70, so just gonna survive there. But well comboed off by Kharkiv there, and Ice Blast only just landing. But it's a great way to keep this Morphling on his toes, and now forced to back off, which is something that Morphling would not normally have to expect to do. One of the big advantages is, being able to use that replicate to sort of never have to leave a lane, and even farm up 2 lanes at once. So Chaos out. Now back into the jungle. How's Dubas doing in comparison? Just going to switch over to net worth, since not very instructive on the last hits and denies. And Mag going to spot out KSI. And Crazy. Now just going to spot out the 10-minute rune, but always want to fly in there a little bit faster. Artstyle now moving forward. And no points in the silence just yet, so maybe just relying on that cold snap to try and lock down the Queen of Pain. She is fairly squishy, and maybe going to bait out the blink here with that cold feet, but no. Crazy now just blinking away. Kharkiv probably going to be able to pick up this tier 1 on the middle lane, and Airman no TP. Looks like he's just going to be hanging out for now. NS TP's in towards mid, and tower already down to half HP. Fortification going to pop off as well. KSI a fair way away, so just looks like they're trying to buy some time, and Kharkiv going to be able to pick this up. And Crazy just moving in, but Radiant finishing that up, so gold getting split around 5 ways. And down on bot, Amadeus Mozart split pushing just a little bit, and the Sage's Mask picked up on him as well, so it looks like he might still even be going, but not going for a Soul Ring, actually going for a Medallion right now. So VP, good early Roshan potential for them. And now going to TP out, spots out Kharkiv, spots out Kharkiv and Artstyle moving down with that Observer Ward. Mag just a little bit further behind. And a good ward placed down for VP, having great sight on this Roshan pit. And just in general, 4 wards up for them right now, so going to feel fairly safe just to farm up. Then Morphling, again, probably the hardest carry in the game right now. Nightstalker going to fall off a little bit and really needs to make some good use of the second Night. Not finding all that much in the first, but a kill and 2 assists, so not doing too badly. And Gem now already picked up for him. Ogre Club up as well. Always want to fly, picking that up already, so looks like they're just going to be trying to reclaim map control and going to be wiping out all of these hard-won observers for VP, so now going to be going blind for at least a little bit. Then Mag moving up towards top lane, just going to be scouting out for now. Is there any anti-invis picked up? Not for VP, so going to be fairly safe. And still just hanging out in this jungle, almost up to his drum. Going to spot out KSI, and with the Ice Blast, if it lands, Kharkiv actually just moving into position as well, so KSI in big trouble. Cold Snap lands as well. Track up, KSI going to be picked off here. So a little bit of bonus gold for Kharkiv. And these are the ganks that they really need to be finding right now. Crazy, probably going to be forced to blink here, but actually just able to walk away from the cold feet. So Kharkiv going to move around, but no pickup on the Queen of Pain just yet. Dubas doing some pushing, doing some pushing up on top, and the mech picked up on him as well. So all of these key early game items are already being picked up for Kharkiv, and I really think their big move is going to have to come during that second Night, coming up to the tail end of this first Night right now. And the Ice Blast going to land on Amadeus Mozart, so picking him off immediately with that Janata hit. And nothing but big creeps left in this camp, so Kharkiv not going to be able to claim it. So Amadeus Mozart going to be back in just a minute to grab that. And as hiding down in the trees, down in this bottom lane, Crazy popping off that regen, but Artstyle moving into position. And NS moving forward with Crazy. Sonic Wave available with the Scream as well. Now Silence onto Crazy, and Artstyle on their retreat for now. No bonus move speed left for him, but Mag moving in as well. No mana for him. Dubas going to pop off the mech, top off Artstyle, and going to be heading back into position, unstopped for staffing forward, and going to get the Cold Snap onto Crazy. One more hit. Are they going to be able to pick this up? Tornado going to fly through, and the Ice Blast, is it going to land? Picking off the Queen of Pain, and Amadeus Mozart going to be falling as well. So 2 great kills, fantastically coordinated by Kharkiv. And that defensive disruption maybe even spelling the end for Queen of Pain there. And Hand of God available, but with the Ice Blast, no healing through it, so A-Man going to continue to push up on top, and Kharkiv just going to go for this push even without nighttime available, but 2 heroes dead, so should be an easy tier 1 tower for them. And these Ancients are starting to look more and more like a death trap for Amadeus Mozart, so maybe not going to be able to finish those up for a little while. Medallion now picked up on him, so if they can take a team fight, or at least take away Kharkiv's control of the Roshan pit by taking this tier 1, then good potential for them to go and pick up that Aegis and the bonus XP and gold. Definitely not insignificant, and VP now going as a group to try and finish up these Ancients. There's still a lot of XP stored in them, and Unstop going to find that haste rune. It's a little bit redundant on the Wex Invoker, but boost for him all the same. A-Man still farming up on top, ultimate orb picked up, so is heading towards that Lincoln Sphere, and Morphling as always making great use of ultimate orbs. Fairly cost inefficient on almost everybody else, but strength and agi pretty much counting the same for Morphling, so reasonably cost efficient for him. And I mean, if you say compare it to any of the plus 10 stat items, they're 1k each, and ultimate orb plus 10 all for 2.1, so Morphling making use of the int, the agi, and the strength. And KSI now in trouble, cold, and the Ice Blast gonna land on him as well. Mag gonna be able to pick up that kill, and this AA is doing a fantastic amount of work. Bounty Hunter just scouting out and then landing the Ice Blast absolutely no problem. Really easy pickoffs, and no potential for the mech or the Hand of God to save these heroes. So Kharkiv continue to tighten the screws, putting the pressure on. EMP down, going to land because of the cold snap, and Amadeus Mozart now moving in position. Stick charge is going to pop off for Crazy, topping him off. But Artstyle pushing up on top lane, maybe going to see him heading for that Aghanim Scepter, and it's going to be available by the second night. So a little bit of map hack for him, and waveform up into the trees. Ice Blast going to land perfectly again. No more strength available. Cold Feet as well. Looks like Morphling going to be picked up, jumping, using the replicate, but going to be finished off by the snap from the Ice Blast. NS also picked off here, and Crazy TPing up into the trees, and not going to be able to make it out. Malphus stun up on him, not able to hide. Just dodging the tornado, but a triple kill right now for Unstop, and VP in Kharkiv in a really commanding position. Up 10 kills, XP and gold should be both heavily in their favor right now. And with that tower as well, extending that lead, and really finding a lot from these kills as well, able to secure some towers and some map control as well, and really denying the same to VP right now with that gem picked up. Just no potential for VP to have all that much sight. Whole bunch of wards down on the Roshan pit right now. But fortification gonna pop off on mid. Mag coming in to just stop this push. Maybe gonna be able to grab this Chen creep. Yeah, we'll be able to. No deny by the other creeps. And VP smoke up on NS. Gonna be picking off this Ursa here. Cold snap used. Unstop fairly low on mana. Mag completely dry. And Amadeus Mozart and NS smoked up, limping around for now. Maybe gonna try and find Artstyle down this bottom lane. Has already bought up his BKB, so not going to be all that worried if he dies. And is the damage going to be enough? 1.6k health up, and needs to land a perfect combo. Kill up on top at the same time, but the Soul Catcher landing on Artstyle. Roar as well. Demonic Purge now turning around to right click just a little bit, but this might pop him here. Yep, and the mech not quite enough, and Amadeus Mozart going to be able to grab that gem. So big kill there. Up on top, Dubas and Always Wanna Fly able to grab that kill on the Morphling. So I mean, the damnable Morphling not surviving as well as he would normally expect to, and already up to 2 deaths, which is, again, fairly unusual for a Morph, and still a way away from that Lincoln Sphere, so AA pickup doing fantastically. And I really love AA. I really wish we'd see more of him, and I think there's great potential for him there. I mean, could be laned with the Naga Siren, similar to how he was laned with the CK in the past. And Snare, great setup for the Cold Feet, and Song of the Siren, great setup for the Ice Blast as well. Always Wanna Fly almost up to level 11 as well, so rank 2 Ice Blast really going to be hurting in these coming fights. And VP just continuing to farm up for now. And Amadeus Mozart with a Vit booster picked up on him, so still has that medallion. There's still the potential for them to go for that Roshan, but they still haven't claimed off this tier 1 on the middle lane, so TP support could come, well, TP stop could come in anytime from Kharkiv to try and interrupt that. And Artstyle going to be heading into the second night in just a minute. BKB picked up as well on him, so I really think that's going to be Kharkiv's moment. And down on bot, Amadeus Mozart still tracked up for now. And Kharkiv moving into the dire jungle. KSI just going to be scouting out, using his creeps, and able to pick up another Centaur. Airman getting some more farm up on top, but 20 minutes in, and the Lincoln Sphere still not quite finished on him. And again, if another Ice Blast connects, Artstyle might be able to finish him off. So needing to play extremely defensively right now. Gonna get that replicate off. And Mag now moving around, gonna scout out KSI. Is there gonna be an Ice Blast flying? Not yet, and the Cold Snap as well. Looks like he's going to be going down. Tornado flies through, hits on Crazy, Hand of God, gonna pop off, and the mech used as well, but Unstopped now dominating. Stun Chain coming out, is gonna be able to get into that Ghost Walk. Invoke is off cooldown, and oh no, the gem is available, so not going to be trying to go for the Ghost Walk, and Mag going to be picked off as well here, so 2 kills in response for VP. And Sonic Wave landing extremely well on Unstop. I mean, there was no chance of dodging it in through here, so 2 kills picked up in response by VP, so maybe coming out on top just a little bit, and going to head into the Roshan pit right now. Again, Medallion going to be getting this down reasonably quickly. And Artstyle just zipping out around to the side, but no real potential to interrupt this right now. Dibas with the haste rune and the blink dagger picked up as well. Could see a big blink black hole, and Mag gonna be available in just a second as well. Gonna see the Ice Blast flying in. Artstyle BKB'd up, moving forward. NS in big trouble, and Dibas still with that black hole available. Artstyle just right clicking for now. Dibas not using that black hole just yet, and send up by the Chen creeps. Gonna get the mech off, popping the black hole just for Airman. KSI coming in. Dubas taking some fairly significant damage, still able to get through that full duration, but Artstyle extremely low right now. Mag finally back into the fight. Unstop a little way away, and Airman gonna wait from forward, almost able to pick off, always want to fly. Ice Blast gonna be on cooldown for a little bit. EMP gonna pop off, so not a lot of morphing potential there for Airman, and Aegis going to be popped, and Ice Blast gonna be available in just a second. Waveform out, and VP on the retreat for now. Airman going to be sent back to base. KSI now the target, and a 4-stick forward on Mag. Ice Blast not quite going to land, but should be KSI picked off here, and the Cold Snap on him as well. Disruption, NS coming in, but eating a Void as well, so maybe going to be picked off, and Soul Catcher not choosing Artstyle there, so Demonic Rage not going to be enough damage to finish him off. Almost with the Roar as well, but Amadeus Mozart going to be trading his life away as well, just trying to pick up Artstyle, who now comes forward, gets the Void off on the retreat. 4 heroes dead for VP, and Morphling comes back in, tries to pick off Mag using that Adaptive Strike and the Waveform, but not quite enough damage. So Kharkiv able to pick up a big 4-man team fight there, and popping the Aegis as well. So I mean, Roshan almost like it never happened, and Kharkiv extend their lead 21-7. So XP and gold heavily in their favor. 10k gold, oh, no, 5k gold, 10k XP. And Airman finally finishing up that Lincoln Sphere, but 23 minutes into the game, so fairly slow for him. And Unstopped now with the Aghanim Scepter picked up. Still no points in Exhort just yet, but as soon as he starts picking that up, expect to see really big ice walls and all sorts of shenanigans from the Aghanim's Invoker. And Kharkiv, it's still night, it's still really the time for them to make their move, and Artstyle heading towards a Basher right now and spotting off that Hog. And again, Kharkiv just completely denying VP any sort of map vision whatsoever. If we look at vision right now for VP, they're huddled up all the way back behind these tier 2s, and Kharkiv now moving in position, claiming off the dire jungle, so shutting down that fairly meager source of farm. So VP in a little bit of trouble right now, and the Morphling not going to be able to hard carry for a while. Still needs another couple of big items. And again, if the Ice Blast land, it's going to be, well, extremely difficult for the Morphling to just right-click away. I mean, a big source of his damage is just having that confidence to waveform through the middle of the fight and then sit there strength morphing while the rest of his team comes in. And VP moving up right now, going to be able to spot up this Observer Ward. And Ice Blast going to land on an S, and looks like he might be picked off here. Cold Feet as well, Shuriken Toss going to finish him off. Amadeus Mets are cut out as well, Cold Snap on him, but going to be sent back to base probably in time, so only one kill there for Kharkiv. The VP, I don't know if they're going to be able to wait out this night without losing all of their tier 3 towers in the process. And Airman going to go and try and finish off this Observer Ward. He missed! And now just going to retreat off, so Sight's still there for Kharkiv. And Crazy just going to try and split push down on this bot lane. TP available, but don't want to take this team fight head on. And the Black Hole now off cooldown, so Blink Black Hole there as always. And actually going to be able to clear off this Observer and the Sentry, so that one miss by the Morphling leaves that Observer Ward there for Kharkiv. And Crazy now putting some pressure down on bot. Always want to fly, going to move into position, and as always, not all that important that he's dead in the middle of the fight, and going to be able to throw long range Ice Blasts for the really big AoE. Crazy now going to go on, always want to fly, but going to land the Ice Blast as well. Now tanking the tower just a little bit, going to be picked off probably by that damage, but able to get the tower damage off him, but finally popping from that threshold on the Ice Blast. So gonna get the XP from that kill, but well played by Always Wanna Fly. And Mag now getting spotted out by that Sentry Ward. Roar on him, Soulcatcher on top as well. Tornado gonna fly through, not hitting on anyone. Mag, BKB popped off, and the mech as well. Stick charges almost topping him off, and is trying to retreat for now, but the Malphite stun on him. And Artstyle now BKB'd up. Good defensive disruption on himself by an S. Mech Charge going to pop off, trying to keep him alive for now. And Bounty Hunter immediately pops. Black Hole now on 3. EMP going to land as well. KSI already down. And Crazy taking some big damage. Airman forced to start morphing strength. Crazy able to get the blink off, but Unstop still chasing for now. And Tornado available, but looks like Kharkiv just going to back off. And the Ice Blast flying up. Airman already starting to morph Agi. He might be picked off by this. And where was that? Oh, it looks like... No, Always Want to Fly, so not quite landing that. And not sure where he threw it. Anyway, that's really strange. But anyway, Kharkiv going to be able to pick up the tier 2 tower up on this top lane. And Always Want to Fly going to be moving up to join them as well. Crazy again, trying to do some split pushing. And tier 1 on mid, fairly low. TP's back. So Kharkiv going to back off for now. And Crazy almost picking up that tower. Actually does do so with the last right click from the illusion, and now going to TP home. So a little bit more gold in their pockets. And fairly close to that Hex as well. Going to be extremely important, but mass BKBs already sort of online for Kharkiv, and that Basher now picked up on that Night Stalker. So Mag, 9-second BKB for him, 8-second on Artstyle, and looks like Enigma Dubas is extremely close to his as well, yet now has enough gold, so BKB up there. So the Hex probably not going to be contributing as much as Crazy would hope with these mass BKBs, and Dubas now pushing down to this bottom lane. Last tier 2 for them to claim off, and Black Hole going to be off cooldown in 90 seconds, so maybe just going to try and put some pressure on to grab the tier 2. Perhaps not going to go high ground, and Dubas fairly low on mana, so maybe just going to be the tier 2 clinched off here. VP moving into position to defend, and Amadeus Mets just trying to tank up with that Naked Vip booster and the cloak. And Ursa going to move forward, but the tier 2 claimed off with no contest from VP. Crazy getting a little bit of farm up on this top lane, but Airman forced to go with his team for now. Ogpla picked up, so going to be going towards a BKB to trying to deal with that Ice Blast, but it's going to be away. And again, forced to stay with his team while this pressure comes out from Kharkiv. And Roshan a fair way away right now. This night is going to last quite a while because of that rank 3 darkness up on Artstyle, but we'll see if they're able to make their move before this night ends. Probably just going to wait for that Black Hole to cool off on Dubas. And in the meantime, getting some good farm. Unstopped extremely close to his Hex, and probably going to be a little bit more effective against VP than the one Crazy is about to finish up. So 300 gold for him, but a smoke now. Moving forward, Roar going to land on Always Wanna Fly, so going to be picked off here. Mag probably not going to be able to do that much, just throws off a track, and on their retreat for now. So VP picking up 1 kill, but maybe buying a little bit of time for Airman right now, and getting closer to that BKB. Still needs another 1k gold, and Crazy able to finish off that Scythe of Vice. But Track still giving good vision of VP, so not going to be going for anything right now. But Kharkiv probably going to back off without that Ice Blast. Their team fight either could go south extremely quickly. I mean, Airman going to be able to use the Strength Morph and the Mech and the Hand of God, going to be able to keep heroes topped off. So landing a good Ice Blast is really the decider in these team fights, and VP going to be putting suppression down on bot. Hostile now hexed up, going to be EKB straight out of this, and the Black Hole going to land on 3 as well. Hand of God pops off right now, and Always Wanna Fly going to try and land this Ice Blast. Amadeus Mozart cold snapped up, but Nightstalker going to go down in the wing, so 1 for 1 the trade right now, and looks like Airman going to try and TP out, so able to do so. And Always Wanna Fly throwing at that Ice Blast, but 1 for 1 the trade in the end. And who ended up with the gem at the end of that? Looks like VP managed to grab it up. So who picked that up? Or was it just killed? Looks like it was killed. Or am I not? No, okay, Always Wanna Fly has it. So able to pick that up. So the de-warding sort of continues. But VP able to claim a little bit more territory right now, and now back in control of their jungle. So a little bit more farm there for them, and Airman not going to be hit by that EMP on the middle lane. So able to retreat off for now, 3k gold up on him, so able to buy up his BKB, and Roshan is now up. Artstyle going to be back up in just a second, but we're now outside of night, so just going to pop off that darkness. So knows that the Roshan is available, and Hawk are going to be scouting out for now. And BKB now up on the Morphling, so going to be a little bit safer in this next team fight. Not so worried about the Ice Blast. And VP now looks like they're going to be hitting straight into the Roshan pit. And Kharkiv not really in position to try and stop them. Looks like they're going to be going for a little bit of a split push, but I don't think they're going to be able to get any lane close to those tier 3s before this goes down. Ice Blast going to fly in, scouting out, so Amadeus Mozart just going to be clipped by that. And well, actually they were smoked up, so Roshan going to be going down. And VP able to pick this up quite easily with that medallion, so going to be put probably on Airman. So able to pick that up right now. So BKB and the Age is much more difficult to kill than in these previous engagements, and Kharkiv now formed up on this middle lane, but the Artificial Night not going to last all that much longer. I mean, 120-second cooldown, so going to be down in 8 seconds. And Unstopped now moving forward, going to land the EMP Tornado. Actually not quite on Airman, so only taking the damage from that Tornado. And VP probably going to be happy to retreat for now. They've bought themselves some more time, and Kharkiv, it's going to be uneasy for them to push up against that Aegis. Second night down, it's a long way away from another natural night. Artificial night going to be cooling down in just a second, but we'll see where Kharkiv try to make their move. Vlad's now picked up on Mag, and Dubas, BKB finished up on him. Roar, as always, going to be able to cancel that off, but just means he needs to grab the Beastmaster in these fights. And what is he heading towards right now? Hasn't really picked up anything significant. Crazy still with that Hex, and NS just going to be clipped by the Ice Vortex, but VP forming up right now, and Mag moving in as well. And Always Wanna Fly getting picked off there, so look who's got the gem. Did they still have it? Unstopped now hexed up, in a little bit of trouble. Ice Blast gonna land, but Unstopped gonna be picked off here, and Airman continues to chase, and Kharkiv now on the retreat. Good defensive team fight available, but Crazy with that haste rune. Gonna keep going. Looks like VP gonna back off for now. But I feel like they've got the advantage. I'm trying to understand why they're not going to push it. I mean, Morphling is going to farm up, but they're back on tier 3s, so... I mean, are they worried about losing a fight to just the Wombo combo over on Kharkiv? Perhaps, but so now they're going to form up, and the Replicate's still left there, so Airman just going to be cleaning out this top lane. And tier 2 should be fairly easy for them to claim right now on this middle lane. And Artstyle still with that Basher, 3.1k gold picked up on him as well. But VP playing this extremely cautiously, and the Invoker going to be up in just a second, so just waiting for Airman to farm a little bit up on top. And you're going to see if he jumps back to that Replicate in 7 seconds. Just going to get a little bit more momentum up on this top lane, and maybe going to jump back. And now VP, are they going to go for a smoke or just head straight in? They do have that Aegis advantage, so Airman can go head first into this fight. And Artstyle moving forward, immediately hexed up, can't get that BKB out, maybe going to be picked off before this fight even starts. Ice Blast going to land fantastically on top of the black hole, but the roar gets onto Dubas, so cancelled off there. Hand of God popping off as well. Kharkiv now down a player, and Mag slowed down, 4-stick away from him, but Kharkiv definitely on their retreat. Mag able to get into that Shadow Walk and running away for now, but VP, big pick off for them. And going to be able to at least claim the tier 2, and with the black hole on cooldown, maybe going to be the tier 3 as well. Ice Blast going to be up in a few seconds, but probably not going to be enough to stop this push. So Mag, what is he going to do? Maybe try and put some pressure on these other lanes, and Replicate actually going to head back to just try and take care of this bot lane, but looks like VP already going onto the high ground on mid. Disruption going to be on an S, so Airman gonna get some good damage from those illusions of Mag. Waveform forward onto him. Ice Blast gonna land. BK beat up. So now on their tree, Kharkiv moving forward. Artstyle popping off that Knight, but the BKB not available just yet. KSI gonna go down. NS trying to TP out, able to do so. Amadeus Mozart also on the tree. Airman just cleaning up down on bottom lane. So damage dealt to the tier 3, but VP not wanting to take that fight right outside Kharkiv's base. And Kharkiv maybe going to go for a push right now, but again, VP not really reliant on the big cooldowns, and only the Chen dead for now. Hand of God on cooldown anyway, so Kharkiv, what are they waiting for? Again, they don't really have a hard carry to rely on this game, and window of opportunity may be closing with this Morphling doing as well as he is. 4.2k gold up on him now. And AA no longer a problem with that BKB. Aegis up as well, so back to being his old unkillable self. And Invoker finishing up that Scythe device. So going to be fairly significant in these coming fights, but VP initiating all of the last few team fights. And with that, we'll blink forward straight into the Hex. Artstyle being picked off a couple of times. So Kharkiv not getting the initiate that they wanted, and sort of having to scrabble in. And Airman now moving forward, going to jump back to the Replicate, so EMP not going to find anyone there. But Morphling continues to farm, and Kharkiv a long way away from that natural Knight. And I'm not sure if that's going to be enough of a swing to be able to take a fight. Artstyle maybe going to be heading towards an Abyssal Blade to try and deal with the BKB up on the Morphling. But he's just dying extremely quickly at the start of all of these fights. And always want to fly a long way away from level 16, so Ice Blast not going to be getting any stronger for now. And Mag again has the Vlads, so helping out Artstyle there, and damage aura not negligible definitely at this point in the game, but Morphling continues to farm, and with that Aegis, VP are going to be happy to sit back for now. Manta Style now picked up on Airman, and VP again going to be able to go for this slow push that we've seen them do previously, just popping off the Disruption illusions as well as the Manta illusions. Going to throw them up to right click on the tier 3 and not even forced to take the engagement. Black Hole now off cooldown for Kharkiv and only a few minutes away from the natural Knight. So if they can land their Wampa combo, they're going to be in a great position, but it's really going to come down to the initiate. And if Crazy is jumping forward again, as we have seen him be, and now with the BKB picked up as well, 10-second duration available there, going to be extremely dangerous in this next team fight. And Kharkiv now just retreating off. Airman going to put some pressure up on this top lane, but has the replica to jump back to at any moment. So Kharkiv going to move forward, but going to have the Morphling just jump with that instant blink straight back to his team. So heading into night right now, so attack speed going to be back up for Artstyle, so I guess a little bit of permabash potential there for him, and popping out the darkness as well. I think this is really the last night that either team is going to see. And Ice Blast going to fly up, trying to keep this bottom lane pushed out for now. But VP taking control of the Radiant jungle. And Kharkiv now moving forward, but there's 4 heroes here. Unstop needs to be extremely careful, and Airman going to spot him up. Gets the tornado through, but gets roared up for now. Getting right-click down, forces himself away. But looks like he's not going to be able to make it out. Getting right-click down, and the Soul Catcher on top. So Airman going to be able to pick up that kill. And Kharkiv now on the retreat, and the Boar keeping Always Want to Fly in position. Going to be right-click down by Airman here. And Beastmaster actually getting that kill with the axes. And Mag also caught out here on the retreat. BKB available. Looks like he might be picked off here. Able to get under his tower, but not going to pop off the BKB. Who has buyback? Only Dubas. This could be game. And Kharkiv just 2 men to defend right now. So VP just going to form up and go straight down mid, and it's going to be 30 seconds before Kharkiv are up at all. Mag still a little bit longer yet. Ultimate's not available for VP, but they just don't care. They're only up against 2v5, and Airman split pushing up onto this top lane. Manta Style going to pop off and do some great damage to this tier 3. Tier 3 on mid, probably going to be picked off as well. Split pushing, maybe going to buy Kharkiv a little bit of time, and Artstyle moving forward aggressively, trying to get some damage off, and the Abyssal Blade there as well. Crazy, probably going to be picked off here in the duration of this black hole, but able to make it out. And the Purge now to Dubas. Ice Blast going to fly forward, but 2 heroes probably going to be picked off here. Artstyle able to make it back into the base. No tier 3s down just yet, so Kharkiv able to buy a little bit of time there. And Dubas now with the buyback, only one available with it over on Kharkiv. So last stand right now, and Mag also back into the game. Airman up onto the high ground, able to finish that tower off. Still has the Aegis, probably going to be popped off here. Hand of God going to pop, roar onto Artstyle. Airman going to be back up in just a second, but a great ice wall going to keep him at bay, at least for a little bit. But Mag outside the base, now with the Soul Catcher on him, pops with the BKB. Amethyst Mist are maybe in a little trouble, going to be picked up. No, hence a disruption, and the Chen sent back to base, able to save him there, and Always Want to Fly going down in the middle of this melee barracks, taking quite a bit of damage. Mag trying to fight off, and Artstyle right-clicking, able to pick off KSI. Crazy, maybe in the trouble. Abyssal Blade going to be off cooldown in just a second, but not enough mana. BKB is going to pop off right now. Crazy blinks up onto the high ground. Airman pops out the BKB, now right-clicking onto Dubas. Forced out by Unstop, but the Radiant Brax already going down, and Airman going to be able to right-click down Mag as well as Unstop. Able to get into that Ghost Walk, however. So saved for now, but the Rax already down, and Roshan back up. VP probably going to be fine to retreat to grab that, and Mag with the buyback available, however, and huge amounts of sight for Kharkiv near the Roshan pit. But VP Hero's going to be up in just a second, and do know that Roshan is up. Ice Blast going to fly out as well, and Crazy going to be picked off here. Artstyle going to get roared up. Amadeus Mozart moving forward, but big pick off for Artstyle and using that Abyssal Blade to great effect. Hawk now scouting out, but VP maybe not going to be able to claim up this Roshan as easily as they thought. All of Kharkiv now moving position. Mag only 10 seconds away, and Always Want to Fly going to deny that tower down on the bottom lane. But NS moving forward, trying to get some sight down, and Airman with a buyback available. Eagle Song picked up on him as well, so going to have that Butterfly fairly soon, or could even go for the shotgun, but maybe a little bit late in the game for that. And KSI still with that gem up, and NS looks like he's just trying to head towards a 4-stick right now. And Artstyle continues to extend this night. Kharkiv maybe not wanting to get caught out in the Roshan pit, and Black Hole not available for 15 seconds. Are they going to take this fight right now? And those are just illusions, so Kharkiv all grouped up as 5. Always want to fly, just hanging off at the back, trying to get a good Ice Blast off. Wildkin Tornado going to go down. Tornado flying through, not finding anyone. Unstopped now forced into the Ghost Walk, but the stun comes forward. Dubas forced to pop out that BKB. Black Hole now available, waiting for the blink cooldown. Going to be coming back in just a second. Now looking for it. Airman at the front. Black Hole not finding anyone. Dubas having to cancel that off, and Mag already picked off in this fight. Artstyle now in the tree. Soul Catcher on him. Dubas going to be right click down. Airman continues to chase. Ice Blast thrown, but Unstopped stuck in that Hex. Going to be right click down as well. Forces himself away, but doesn't disjoint that projectile. And Godlike on this Morphling. So 4 heroes dead for Kharkiv, and VP probably just going to pick up the Roshan, then head straight down mid, and the range barracks going down as well at the same time. Well, not even going to care. Buyback available only on Artstyle, and just hanging out down on this bottom lane, but this probably will be the GG called. VP going to go up onto the high ground, and melee barracks already exposed, so the VP going to find to pick up both of those. Artstyle buying a little bit of time for the bottom lane, but Morphling is just too big right now. And swarm of Morphlings going to be right clicking this tier 3 down, so going to be Mega Creeps, and probably the GG called for VP. So well played by VP, holding out long enough, and I guess Kharkiv just not finding enough in that second night. Mid-game oriented team just being beaten out by that hard carry. But fantastic play, and really great to see with this Ancient Apparition and the Bounty Hunter as well, doing some fantastic work, grabbing up those kills all over the map. But Ancient going to be the target. Amadeus Mozart taking a little bit of damage. Mag going down with that Soul Catcher up on him as well. Amadeus Mozart not quite saved by the Hand of God, and Artstyle now going to call the GG. Ancient exposed, but Kharkiv just not able to finish up the game, sort of within their target, and the game goes to Virtus Pro. So held off extremely well by them, but I really want to commend Artstyle on that Ancient Apparition pick. It worked fantastically. I guess didn't work out, the game didn't work out for them in the end, but really nice to see some alternative picks in this game. So anyway, this has been a game between Kharkiv and Virtus Pro. As always, I've been Basecamp, bringing you guys these games from Star Series 3. Up next is gonna be Darer up against EG, so should be an exciting match as well. I'm just gonna put some music on and then maybe head into that game as soon as it's up. So thanks everybody for tuning in.